to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a 1st down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Arrington. Open space at the 25. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Temple. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Right side, it's Harris. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Auburn lines up quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Handoff for Jarrett. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. At the 45, on his way. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite on Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Washington. They're all over it. Out of the backfield, he's open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion. Nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get open.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Caught behind the line. It's Echols. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Might as well run him again. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Washington. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside. It's Arrington. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Taylor. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Just got rid of that one.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And here comes the offense on second down. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Harris. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this.
And it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 96.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 21 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Owls who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got his man. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Arrington. Stopped right there.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Makes the tackle.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air. And they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And as he throws, converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they got him down, short of the 1st down marker.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Across the 25, he's got room. Look out the line. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yard.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Tough run here. It's Temple. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Give to the running back. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Here's a give to Gibson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Washington. Takes a shot. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gibson again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick give. It's White. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right side, it's Harris. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Touchdown, Auburn! Great job by the back on the option. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Left side is Arrington. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Georgia going up tempo.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. There's not enough on that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
There's a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now, 3rd and goal from the 2. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sells to fake. Going for 6. Touchdown Auburn. Makes the grab and the corner. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really...
Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. From the gun, it's Arrington. There he goes. Pass to 6. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got a little grass. And he scores! Touchdown, Tiger! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Working on the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.